So poops, CNY means food, family gatherings, and annoying conversations with your relatives. Are you married? Are you getting married? Oh, if you're married, then do you have a kid? Are you going to have a kid? Are you going to have another kid? Wow, how much you earn? How much you earn? How much you earn? But you know, I realize there's a bit of a tension there, cause it's like if you don't ask anything at all, then does it mean that you don't care? It's okay. Uncles, aunties, I partly forgive you. But for me, auntie, uncle, don't be kepo, don't ask, it's not welcome. But yeah, for this
Makcik,
on traits, all I can really say is,
Kepo extends across all races and religions. Auntie,
can you mind your own business? So poops, in trying to celebrate CNY with us, Miss Sakinah said this. I know CNY is coming, but one thing I recognize while shopping in a supermarket in Rawang, the position of alcoholic drinks is placed in an open place and in public view. It is only stuck on with a sticker and paper that says that it's non-halal, and there is writing that says this is strictly for non-Muslim. My question, does the sales of alcoholic drinks no longer take into account the sensitivity of the Muslim community? Be like, what? And then she continues and says, or is it because the Muslim community is no longer sensitive with this because it is normal and normalized? If we, the Muslim people, are no longer sensitive, then could the position of these drinks be in front of the cashier counter, given that this is a public market? As far as I know, these drinks were always sold in their own section and weren't sold in open spaces and openly like this. Wow. Nice take.
Makcik,
Not. Bro, that old playbook. Iman saya tergugat, sensitivity saya tidak dihormati. Always, ever, and especially in situations that have nothing to do with you. Where do all these people come from, I wonder? Cause like they always just show up with such regularity. The paling offended, never able to actually mind their own business. Bro, we've seen this kind of thing ever since people started protesting because they thought crosses were going to gugat their iman. They banned a certain A word because they feel like, oh, I'm sorry, if you use that word in Malay, then you're gonna gugat the iman of the Malay community. People wear shorts? Oh, sorry, tergugat. Women singing in temples? Tergugat. And it goes on and on. Christmas after Christmas, these people do not stop. And somehow or another, we just have this entire generation of people who felt entitled from the very beginning and just somehow think that, oh, everybody has to respect them. Oh, kami lah majority. And it's exactly those same people who are going to go back and then later say, kami semua berlaku adil, we are the best in the world. When everybody knows that that is a scam. Come on. Just because you don't drink beer doesn't mean that nobody wants to drink beer. Ask people like this kind of question, and immediately then they'll start talking about how 100 different pemandu, mabuk flowers bloom, destroy the community, which nobody is denying, but these people always selectively bring out for their purposes while declaring semua agama melarang ara or whatever line of horrible false reasoning it is that they want to bring to bear comes out on a particular day. But you know what? I feel like 2026 is kind of starting out on a different energy. So yeah, just look at the comments. And there you can see it. A bit of hope to add to this picture. A lot of people actually asked this lady to go and shop at Maidin instead. Hashtag BMF. And it's not just people of a certain ethnicity either. Here's one from Farah Harif. And there you can see a little bit of hope that shows that this religious gaslighter thing is not a whole-on Malay thing. There are actually people out there who are actually reasonable. Not our little Ketuana Napoleons who get annoyed at every single thing under the sun. And it's not just in this TRP article, by the way. It's also on the original Threads post, which you can see right here, as people casually point out that, oh, I'm sorry, we have beef dishes and the Hindus aren't angry about it. You give Islam a bad name lah sis. Setiap kali aku buka Threads, aku rasa macam tengah tengok audition untuk siapa paling layak dapat title bodoh. You can even see like this one dude here, maybe the sole dude, who's like, boycott Lotus. While by the way, he gets trolled by someone who is presumably a Muslim, while people casually point out the hypocrisy everywhere. And there's like just so much gold right here about how money isn't halal, don't use, air isn't halal, don't breathe, and so many others. But I think the one that makes the most sense to me, and the one that I really want to recommend is, kalau your belief on agama is firm, you will not be easily bothered by these items, like a vegetarian not bothered by people having meat. Makes a lot of sense, right? To the credit of this
Makcik,
she went ahead and made an update post which said, my recent sharing was a private observation as a consumer. It was not meant to mock or to belittle any race, religion, or celebration, including CNY. The issue that was raised was only concerning the location of sale of alcohol in an open lane and not disputing the right to sell. If there was a misinterpretation, I receive all criticisms politely. Okay then, good job,
Makcik.
I forgive you.
And based on what I can see and the fact that she actually apologized, I could believe that she's just a reasonable person who actually wanted to know about what's going on there.
But still, the general message needs to get through, and that general message is, maybe you should mind your own business. If something doesn't hurt you, it doesn't harm you, it doesn't affect you in any meaningful way, which it won't if you're following your religion, doing your duty, believing in what you believe, why should randomly seeing alcohol, pork, or any number of other things actually threaten you? The very simple answer is, it shouldn't.
Drunk drivers are a separate matter, but that's not part of the immediate discussion. It is a valid concern, but you should not let the activities of a couple of ridiculous people stop people from celebrating their cultural celebrations, which they are entitled to.
The reason that people think of what you're saying as a provocation and immediately respond, including your own community though, is because they understand that whenever somebody goes out and then shares a statement like that, it is a naked attempt of one group of people to say, hey, y'all don't deserve this public space, you need to kowtow to every single one of us. And at the end of the day, it's about the principle of the thing, you know? If fundamentally we are a multicultural, multi-religious country, which of course some of our terpaling tergugat sepoops don't really believe in, even as they try to go for their menunggang agama efforts while telling everyone else to be pak turut, then of course we need to stop that. And so long as even one of us out there believes that this multicultural vision is something that is worth fighting for, then yes, I think that you should fight. Not just me, of course, by distributing this video to like, I don't know, like 1,000 people, a couple thousand people, but to every single one of you who dislikes every single one of those, offended by everything, ashamed of nothing, entitled to everything and contributing nothing sepoops out there, who are trying to gaslight the world into thinking that they are so persecuted every single day while interfering in people's business because actually they want to control people, even as they preach about how they are so adil on the outside but actually hate the very idea that people live a different way from them. Well, good luck living in your caves, sepoops. But anyway, again, as I said, this particular
Makcik
has apologized, so don't go out and make like personal attacks or anything, that's not cool. But I do think that going forward, if you believe that Malaysia is a diverse country, then whenever you see comments like that, it is better to go out there and shut it down. Doesn't matter what your race is, doesn't matter what your religion is. And frankly, I felt very encouraged when I was looking at all the comments from not just Chinese people, but also our Malay and Indian brothers and sisters out there who appreciate that at the end of the day, we enjoy different things, we celebrate different things, and when we celebrate, sometimes we will do things that might be banned from your culture, but we can accept the fact that you are different and not intervene. It doesn't mean that we have to participate, although of course, if that public space that we have grows a little bit more, then maybe then we can spend a little bit more time with one another. Don't be so rigid with one another and keep saying that, oh, this is a Chinese celebration, a Malay celebration, when the whole experience of being Malaysian is about sharing these moments with one another, even as we build a Malaysian nation. Not something that's Chinese, not something that's Malay, not something that's Indian, but come a little closer to that idea of a keluarga Malaysia and one that's not controlled by politicians. A big thank you to every single Malaysian out there who voiced out when this issue came about and who respects the fact that we have diversity in this country and took action to defend it. You guys are the best.
Makcik,
And friends, please continue to mind your own business. And Kepo uncles and aunties, I look forward to seeing you during CNY, but my advice for you is exactly the same. But what do you think, Sapoops? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Alright, that's all I have to say about that, and bye.